Hello everyone, and welcome to Dark Souls. I am William Strife, and welcome everyone to Dark Souls 2. You had a really positive reaction to me playing the original Dark Souls, even though a lot of you had some rather disparaging statements about the quality of my gameplay. So, I figured Dark Souls 2, why not? I'll give it a shot. I'll go ahead and do a couple of episodes over this for you guys. And the way that this is going to work out is I'm going to record about 3 episodes worth. You're going to get an episode on Friday, which, should be today as you're watching it. You'll get an episode on Saturday and Sunday. And those first 3 episodes, let's call it a trial run. If you guys really like it, if you really want to see more, if you're tuning in for the stuff over the weekend, that's going to encourage me to turn this into an actual series. That being said, if it doesn't work out, well, move on and find something else. But Dark Souls 2, very, very excited to kick this pig. Granted, this pig is probably going to kick me, so no new information. Now, I am actually playing before the release because I have access to it beforehand. I'm not going to have as much trouble with being invaded as some of you may whenever the game launches. Now, I'm going to start a brand new game. I have been playing on my own because this game is just so hard to, keep away from and everything. I'm going to go ahead and skip the cutscenes because, let's face it, if you're looking for this, quite simply put, I've seen this already. If you're looking for the story, you should probably go watch someone else play. I'm here for the gameplay. Oh boy, look at me. I'm completely covered. This is a unique way of them getting around the fact that you haven't designed your character yet. There's no way to tell if you're a man or a woman. So here I am, in the land of the dead. A hopeful undead, hoping that I won't, completely perish and lose myself to insanity. The game actually looks pretty damn good. Not that bad at all. It actually looks a lot better than the previous Dark Souls. Which, I guess, shouldn't be that big of a surprise. The last Dark Souls, they brought it to PC only because there was a petition. There was a petition to bring the previous Dark Souls games to PC. So they did, and, they didn't do a very good job of porting it over to the PC because they didn't think it would work. But then it turned it... This is like one of your sleeper hits. So here we've got ourselves a cinema. I'm just going to skip this as well. So let's recall my name. I've got a keyboard here, so let's go with Strife. So that'll do. Go ahead and... Yes, I am Strife.
At least you know your own name.
Yes, I know my name. Look at me. Look at that beautiful loincloth. I am a man among men. Okay, so I have gone through the character creation with the controller before, and it really does work a whole lot better with the mouse. Okay, what class am I going to do? A warrior, a knight, high HP and adaptability, tough to take down. I basically want to be someone who is lightly equipped and relies on the sword. I tried a swordsman. Swordsman is actually quite difficult, finely skilled, fights gracefully with strong weapons in both hands. The problem is that I don't actually know what any of these skills do. I don't know what any of these are. The swordsman, great, but I got a feeling that, I just can't get away from the shield, so I really should be playing a class that can utilize a proper shield. Well-traveled explorer, not terribly powerful, but has many items. Not really a big item fanatic in this game. I kind of, brute force my way through it. High strength, dexterity, skilled with weapons. You know what? Let's just go with a classic warrior. What is my gift? Nothing. Life ring. This ring of old slightly increases HP. Familiar looking effigy. Healing wares. Homeward bone. Homeward bone. Wow. I'm gonna go with the life ring. Petrified something. Bonfire aesthetic. I don't know. I'm not gonna look over everything too heavily. Try to keep this moving for you guys. Life ring. Does the body really matter? I mean, I'm gonna be a guy. Okay, so I like being an uncommonly gaunt character. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with that one. Not overly fond of being, you know, super heavyweight. I don't even care how I look, to be quite honest. Let's just go with that, and I guess I'll give myself hair color pure white, like always. Okay, I don't really care any other way about this, so I'm just gonna go with that. Finalize creation. How you look doesn't really matter in this game, because you're not gonna see my face.
All people come here for the same reason. To break the curse.
Yes, to break the curse. That's why I'm here, to break the curse. Look at me. I am a scrawny, stocky little fella. So it turns out that I do start out human. That's not something I expected. I thought I was undead from the very get-go. Let's open this chest up, because I have gone through the tutorial already. Human effigy. So this is something else that I found out through playing. Evidently, a lot of those of you who watched me play through the original Dark Souls, whenever I cracked into it, you were quite upset with me for not reversing hollowing. And the honest-to-God truth is that, you know, hollowing doesn't really serve a lot of good purpose in the original Dark Souls, unless you're into, you know, invading other people. You're not really going to get much of anything out of reversing the hollowing. If you just want to, you know, play through the story and finish the game, reversing the hollowing isn't going to do you any good. So, I would play in hollow form. Now there's a really good reason to reverse hollowing. Each successive death, if you look up at the health bar, you can kind of see a little crisscross at the end of it. Well, every single time you die, that crisscross represents the maximum health that you can have. That crisscross reduces every single time that you die as an undead, and you can have up to 50% of your XP. Wow, I seriously lack finesse compared to the Swordmaster. Starting to think that maybe the Swordmaster was the right way to go. Gotcha. Every single time you die, you can lose, your maximum health reduces, and you can end up with no more than 50% of your health at max if you die enough. And the way that you reverse that is that you use a human effigy to reverse the hollowing. Now, effigies aren't that difficult to get your hands on. You get a couple of them for only a few hundred souls from a vendor. So it's not that big of an issue to reverse the hollowing. The problem is that whenever you are no longer hollow, you can be invaded by other people, which, you know... Where on... There it is. Got rid of him. Look at that big-ass screwball. I ran into one of those, right after I played the first time. Oh my god, did it ever. It was not nice to me. So, for those of you who may want to see me do a completely blind playthrough, unfortunately that's not what you're going to get right off the bat here, because I've already been through this part of the game. Get rid of you. Come at me, bro. Can't believe I didn't think about doing this myself. Double-handing the weapon. That's the right thing to do. Oh boy. Things aren't going to be so easy in relatively short order. B for the backstep. Oh yeah, I know that. Yeah, taking these guys on was particularly difficult without a sword. Ow! He hit me. I took an arrow to the shoulder. Not as bad as an arrow to the knee. God knows we're never going to get away from that joke. It's always going to be around. There we go. Got rid of him. I suppose these are all undead that I'm killing, or at least I assume that they're all undead. I'm not really examining them closely enough, and their bodies do disintegrate upon being slaughtered. I think I'm going the right way. I can't remember Which is the correct direction? Oh. Was there no effective purpose to this little detour? I just...
You, give it smooth.
Huh? What the hell was that noise? That vid... Is it just a joke? Kind of... Okay. It looks like I can drop down and take the souls off of that corpse there. What does this say? Move camera. Oh, I see. Oh! Oh, shit! That wasn't supposed to happen! God! Oh my god. Oh my god. So I'm now no longer of the living. Oh shit. Well, that that wasn't supposed to happen. Okay, let's go back in and see if we can get through this fast. The way I just all of a sudden... It's one of those things. I mean, like, if you actually think about what makes comedy comedy, it's a disruption of your thought process, and I just did not expect that to come. You can see some of the motion captured movements coming into play there. Kills aren't as plain and boring as they were in the previous game. These repeat runs, I've got a feeling that if this does turn into a series, or at least, you know, whenever I hit the editing board, I'm going to end up cutting a lot of these repeat runs out because they're a pain to have to deal with. Once again, he hit me with that friggin' arrow. Come on, Burrow. Shoot again, I dare ya. Okay, let's see if I can do this without screwing up this time. Oh, got my souls back. Okay. Let's, be super, super careful this time. There we go. Let's get these souls. Name them, Soul of a Nameless Soldier. What's on this gravestone? Light scones with a torch. Oh. Do I have a torch that I can equip? Okay, so I had to Google it, and it looks like the only way to light your torch is to do it at a bonfire, which I am unfortunately not at the moment, and I'm not coming back up here just to light that freaking pyre. Ooh, took a little bit of a hit there. I'll be fine, though. Let's venture into the mist down here. Inwards to death, I suppose. What have we got here? Wield right weapon two-handed. No, already know about that. This one. Wield left weapon two-handed. And I destroyed the tipstone. Take you out. There we go. Ain't got nothing on me. This is just the tutorial area, man. Wild dashing jump. Okay. I don't want to screw this one up. Dash. There we go. It's a little bit nerve-wracking to have to do any sort of jumping. I'm fearful of heights, which is why you see me doing this a whole lot whenever I'm near ledges, because I want to move a little bit without let's line that up. Whew. Okay, made it. Oh, I mean, if you want to scare me, you give me heights to deal with. You tell me to jump in a place where I can fall, and that's going to scare me a whole lot more than any given horror game, because that's just an innate fear that I have, a fear of falling. I'm not afraid of heights, I'm afraid of falling. Enter the mist. What have we got in here? What's this? Search your surroundings. Well, I'm not making it down that pit. Oh. Ow. Woo. Well, this I did not see the last time I came through. And I'll take you out. Hey, they all look like, strange wanderers, kind of like me. You can't expect me to jump down there. That's a... That will kill me. I'm not going down there. I don't care what anybody... Well, actually, you know... Well, no, I'd lose my maximum health, or... No, oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna hop down. I'm gonna die. I know I'm gonna die. But I'm gonna do it anyway. Son of a bitch. Okay, come on. Shoot. I'll be lucky if I can get up without... Ah, got him. I can't believe I survived that. That was not nice. And for that matter, all I have are these life gems, which actually restore a lot of health in the long run, but they take much, much, much longer, and they're... well, you can buy them. They're not too expensive. The problem is that, you know, the Estus Flask is better, but you don't start with it. So, enter the mist again. What have I gotten myself into? I've never been in this area. I'll take him down. Oh god, it's that thing. Big and ugly fella. That's what he is. There's probably something valuable in that boat down there, too. I encountered one of them before, and it promptly decapitated me by biting my head off. And I mean that quite literally. It bit my head off. It picked me up with both hands, chomped down on my neck. My character screamed in agony, head still attached, and then it bit down a second time and promptly severed my head from my body and began to chew. That was a horrifying moment. It's like, it wasn't even a moment where I could go, ah! It was just a moment where you just kind of stop and you let go of the controller and you bring your hands, you know, up near your face and you're just like, ah! Oh my god! Did I just see that happen? You know, it was a bit of a horrifying experience. I'm being very careful with my corners here, making certain not to, Oh god, this is such a beautiful sight right here. Majula.